The extra gear.
Now it's time to test your knowledge of mental skills training by playing mental skills, fact, or fiction. Here's the first question. True or false? Athletes seek help from a mental skills coach because they have psychological problems. The answer is false. Mental skills coaches usually come from one of two different backgrounds, exercise science or psychology. Mental skills coaches with PhDs in psychology can call themselves sports psychologists, and they come in two different flavors. Clinical sports psychologists provide psychological treatment to athletes with psychological disorders, like depression, substance abuse, and eating disorders. Educational sports psychologists, as well as sports psychology consultants with backgrounds in exercise science, work with athletes without psychological disorders to enhance their sport performance. Now, all of these people may refer to themselves by various titles, which can make it really confusing. But here's what's important. Athletes who consult with any kind of mental skills coach for performance enhancement have normal psychological functioning, and they don't require psychotherapy. Therefore, working with a mental skills coach is not a sign of weakness or an admission of mental illness. Rather, it's simply another way to gain the skills required for peak performance, much like staying after practice to work on a particular physical skill. Okay, next question. True or false? Mental skills training can help novice athletes. The answer is true. Many people think that mental skills training is only for elite athletes. It's true that highly skilled athletes can improve their performance with mental skills training, but research has also shown that the same techniques can improve the sport performance of novice athletes, youth athletes, masters athletes, as well as athletes with mental, physical, or cognitive disabilities. In fact, some mental skills coaches believe that the best time to introduce athletes to mental skills training is when they first begin their sport. Improving mental skills can also improve performance outside of your sport. Mental skills that build concentration, manage anxiety, strengthen motivation, and boost confidence can be applied to many life situations outside of sport, such as work or school settings. So mental skills training can improve the performance of all athletes, inside and outside of their sport, regardless of their age, experience, or skill level. Okay, let's go on to the next question. True or false? The best time to begin mental skills training is when an athlete is in a slump during the season. The answer is false. This question may have been a little tougher because the truth is that many athletes only realize that they need mental skills training during the season when their performance is suffering. It's the time when they typically notice that they're having problems with their mental skills. Nevertheless, beginning a mental skills training program in the middle of the season can be challenging. Athletes are usually busy competing and find it difficult to find the time to learn a new skill. In addition, athletes often feel under a lot of pressure when they're in a slump, and this makes it tough for them to be patient while they're learning a new mental skill, which frequently takes some time to master. For these reasons, most mental skills coaches agree that the best time to begin a mental skills training program is in the off-season or in the preseason. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're having mid-season difficulty, you should do nothing about it until the season is over. It simply means that a mid-season mental skills training program should probably focus on shorter-term issues, and that more permanent solutions might best be postponed until after the season is over. All right, here's the last question. True or false? Most athletes involved in a mental skills training program will not show an immediate improvement. The answer is true. I kind of gave this one away in my response to the last question. I'd love to tell you that mental skills training will give you a performance boost immediately, but it simply isn't the case. This is another area where mental skills training is similar to physical skills training. You wouldn't expect to increase your strength or improve your technique overnight. In a similar way, mental skills training requires time and practice. There's nothing magical about it. Just like with physical practice, if you take the time to learn mental skills and practice them consistently, your performance will improve. Well, I hope you enjoyed playing Mental Skills, Fact or Fiction. In the next clip, I'll tell you why some athletes ignore mental skills training and what you can do about it.